Hey YouTube, Common Collector here, and today, as you can see by the title of the video, we are doing another collection opening as well as a giveaway. I noticed that it's been a while since I last did a giveaway, so instead of doing this on completely stuff that I'm just giving away as far as stuff that I've opened, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway based on what I pull from this collection today, as well as stuff that, I'll put in booster packs for some of the top prizes, as well as I'll be making sure to put good cards in here. And just because we are in the middle of the coronavirus epidemic, the first place winner is going to get a Crush Card Virus card. Not sure if it'll be this copy or if I can get one in a higher rarity. So I believe that the giveaway is going to go until May 4th. So it'll be right after Eternity Code comes out. So that'll give plenty of time for people to get their entries in and whatnot. Besides that, there will be plenty of details about the giveaway at the end of the video, as well as I will do a separate video for you guys to see the rules, just to have a guideline of what you guys need to do for the giveaway, how to get your entries submitted. But the easiest way is to either contact me through Instagram or by email. So anyways, guys, we're going to start cracking this thing open. Okay, so basically what went down with this collection was that this guy had this for sale on Facebook Marketplace with a bunch of Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards. I told him that I was not interested in those cards, but instead I would just take the Yu-Gi-Oh! So he split it in half. He had it originally priced at $200. So, yeah, so I had to pay $100 for this, just for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and I have never gone this blind into buying a collection before, so that's where this is going to get really, really interesting. Usually I have the sellers send me some pictures of what are the good cards, some of the holographics, super rares, secret rares, etc., but this time the guy didn't really want to send any pictures or anything like that, and so I saw just very seldomly, just a few cards. I'll put some pictures up of what he had sent me. It was really just like one or two pictures. But anyways, we are going to start picking this up. One of the things that caught my eye was that there was a bunch of classic tins. Here we have an Elemental Hero Neos tin. Going on next, ooh, there's a bunch of cards that are just sort of jammed in here. We have one of these. I don't know what exactly you called this, but I've bought these back when I was a kid. Yeah, a couple of cards that are just sort of stuck in here. We will get to those later. So 6 tins, I believe. We have a Kaiba with blue eyes right there. We have Yugi and Buster Blader. So already there's a little bit of value with the tins. Ooh, some of the cards just fell out of that tin right there. But there is a cover for it. So this is the red copy of this version of the tin. So that one was full of cards, but those just fell out. I'll get those wedged back in there. And then here we have a Lord of D Kaiba tin. So definitely a good variation on what we have on some of the tins. These are really fun. I was really excited to get my hands on these. A few of these I've lost throughout the years that I don't have in the collection. So we're going to start cracking through some of these. And again, I'm going to pull out obviously cards for myself to keep, but for the giveaway, I will end up pulling out probably a dozen or so cards that will be options for the first prize winners to get. Okay guys, so boy does this look beautiful. We are going to get cracking, and I think just because I had to restuff it, we are going to start with the red tin here. So I'm going to try to zip through these as fast as I can. I'll probably cut out parts where there's really boring cards. There was also this random stack that was just sitting there, so I'm going to zip through here really quick. Oh, I already just saw, wow, an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. That's okay, that's already a pretty good card. And a Miscellaneousaurus. Okay, we got a little Evil Swarm action there. Okay, so already, okay, so we're seeing like a lot of, there's going to be commons in here. I have no doubt about that. We have a terraforming and stuff, so decent staple action going there. We do have a token, so that can go towards our giveaway. So that's perfect. We're coming up on a Twin Twister, Swords of Concealing Light, which I like using those for. Wow, we got a last. Wow, Soul Eating Overraptor. That's about an $11, $12 card right now in the market. But yeah, basically, you know, I like Swords of Concealing Light for my Ghost Trick decks. Twin Twisters is always a good staple. Oh my gosh. Here we have an Ultimate Rare Dark Magician. That is perfect. Okay, so again, this guy who I bought the collection from, he really didn't know what he was, you know, what he was selling. And there we have a common Dark Magician. But, you know, and he didn't want to send me any more pictures, so he basically just told me, you know, 100, a little bit more. I think we settled on about 115, and then with the shipping, this all came to be about, oh, what's that? Survival's End. That's, okay, that's Dinosaur Support, I believe. Yep. So, with shipping and everything, it all came to about 130 bucks on me, so hopefully, as long as we can get a few good pulls like the Dark Magician there, we should be pretty well set for... Wow, and there we go. We have an Ultimate Rare Blue Eyes. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay. Okay, so we are seeing a few older cards here. We have a Starter Deck Yugi, and then MFC, which would be Magician's Force. So these cards are a little bit beat up. But, okay, so, and then this would be Metal Raiders. So, those cards are a little bit beat up, but it's good to know that there's at least a few classic cards in here, and I would expect nothing less considering we have these older tins here. So, I'm going to get this stuff shuffled over to the side, and we are going to go ahead and get on into our first tin. So, we do have a few sleeves here, so hopefully, I always like when you see sleeves. Okay, here we have some DDD support there. Whenever you see sleeves, it sometimes means that it belongs to a deck. I guess, remove trap. Hopefully this wasn't someone's deck. Okay, and then here are, these are the two cards that were in the picture, I believe. We have Starter Deck Yugi and SYE, so those are okay there. So, again, we are getting some nice classic cards. I think this was also in the picture that he sent me. I don't know why. It's a Starter Deck Joey First Edition. Maybe he saw the First Edition thing and thought that it was a rare card. Okay, going on here we have a Odd Eyes Saber Dragon. I don't know too much about like the Odd Eyes support, what's good, what's not. And then I'm seeing a good handful of like some Starlight rares here. So these three cards right here, these are all from YSIS. So not too sure what pack those are all coming from.
I don't think I've looked at these yet.
Okay, and then there we have an Exploder Dragon also in the Starlight rare. I guess I'll put this guy off to the side. I don't really know anything about the DD support. At least in general, these cards look like they're in really good shape. So I'm happy about that. I always, you know, it sucks when you get, you know, there's always going to be a handful of cards that end up not being in the best shape. And so, you know, it sucks when you have to throw away stuff, and especially when you find a card that's actually pretty good or something that would be a collectible, then you just have to throw it away because it's totally damaged. Okay. Getting into about the second half of the cards, starting off there with a Dragon Shrine, so that's not too shabby. Definitely seeing a lot of Blue Eyes support. I think it's pretty common. I think, like, okay, there's a Maiden. You know, there's a good handful of times that you end up seeing people buy a lot of the, you know, the legacy support for the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician and stuff. Wow, Royal Command from Labyrinth of Nightmare. That's pretty awesome. Cool. here. Nice Herald of the Orange Light. Actually a very good card. And okay, so here we're seeing a Contrast Hero Chaos. So hopefully we'll be able to see some good hero cards and whatnot in here. Some common like Dark Bribe, Solemn Warning. There's a synthetic Seraphim token. Not sure what that would go with, but there's about a token for any kind of archetype or card out there. So okay, and going on into the final stack of cards from the red tin. Okay, so here we have a Power Angel Valkyria. Not too sure what that is. Not a Valkyrie card, that's for sure. Oh wow, okay. So, alright, here we go. We have a Thunder and Dragon Ultimate Rare. So this is our third Ultimate Rare that we've seen already. Wow, that looks beautiful. 2 level 8 normal monsters. Once per turn, detach material from this card. Destroy all other monsters on the field. So, I guess you would theoretically want to use this in like a Blue Eyes deck or anything. I've never really... I mean... Obviously, I think there's a little bit better cards out there, but wow, definitely cool. Just keep getting ultimate rares. Okay, and then here we have an exchange. That would be a secret rare. Yeah, that secret rare. It's almost like a prismatic rare pattern. And a little an Insector card there. But I mean, and if you guys haven't seen my other latest unboxing of a collection. In the last one, there was a few cards that were in there that were misprints, and so it was just really interesting. Okay, we have some more fairy support and whatnot. Okay, now we're getting into some heroes. But that last collection that I just bought, it was insane, just all of these misprinted cards. There was a 5-headed dragon and whatnot that was just totally off from its original text bar and whatnot, so just really cool to see that sort of stuff. Okay, here we're seeing a Shadow Mist and an Azure Eyes. These two cards were visible in the pictures that he sent as well, so an Eva and Azure Eyes. And then here we have Sacred Arc, Air Knight, Parsath. So, okay. A lot of fairy cards and whatnot in here. So, okay, that's it for the first 10. Already I'm seeing some really decent value cards that I'm excited to have. I'm really flabbergasted the fact that we've already got 3 ultimate rare cards. So we're just going to keep on trucking. Alright, so we're going to go on into tin number 2. I think I'm just really feeling the Elemental Hero Neos. So, okay, we got a little filler in here. Don't care about that. All we care about is the cards. So, for the Neos tin, we are going on in with a Big Eye from Starter Deck Joey. Hopefully some other good cards in here. We have a Nightmare Wheel, a little bit of rough shape, but that was always like a really clutch card back in the day. Here we have some Gear Gia support. I don't know too much about Gear Gias either. They actually do have a really good rank 4 card that I used to run in the Morphtronic deck, but that ended up eventually getting phased out. So right here, Gear Giant X, pretty decent card. Okay, so we have definitely a lot of this guy was a Gear Gia fan. Okay, sorry about that. I repositioned the camera. I didn't realize that I had such a bad angle. So we are going to keep going here. Shard of Greed. A couple, like, actually really decent common cards that we're picking up here. So here we have a Dark Eradicator Warlock. I believe we got this in the last collection opening as well. And that's actually a decently priced out card. Not too horrible. Beast King Barbaros. This is a jump promo. Beast King Barbaros. I'm not sure what that would be worth, but this card back in the day was it was just a beast. Okay, so here we have a Mirror Wall. Oh my gosh, Beast King Barbaros. That, back in my college days and whatnot, that card just really ran the store. I mean, oh man, that card was so clutch. Here we have an Exiled Force, pretty decent card as far as GOAT format goes. Then going on, I just wanted to check. I always like to see these old cards if it says Magic or anything. Usually that means it's going to be a first printing or something. Here we have some first edition Invasion of Chaos is in there. Then going on. Wow, okay, another ultimate rare pull here. Okay, we have a Frostosaurus, so that's awesome. That's pretty sweet. Okay, from STON. I can't think of what set that would be, but we are just raking in the ultimate rares, and I don't know why. Here we have a Metal Raiders Karibo. This boy looks like he's seen better days. He's pretty floppy. Looks like he's taken on some moisture over the days, but nonetheless, nice to see a card like that. Okay, and here we have an Exod, Master of the Guard. We ended up getting that in the last collection as well, so we're seeing some duplicates. Reckless Greed there, a decent pull. Seeing some duplicates, but duplicates of decent cards, so decently priced cards. So here we have a SYE Dark Magician, as well as a there's a Metal Raiders Karibo. Wow, and then LON, Labyrinth of Nightmare Magic Cylinder. That would be a secret rare, as well as a Labyrinth of Nightmare Mage Power. Some very good classic cards that we're seeing right there. Sorry, I'm going to try to... I just got to get this stuff into the center of the picture. I'm sorry. I'm going to move these common cards out of the way, because we don't need to be seeing those. What we care about is what I'm sorting off over here. So really, this second tin I'm pretty happy with. We're seeing some, like, a few starter deck Pegasus, Graceful Charities as well. I think I've flipped past a few of those. And then here we have sort of one of the Duelist Pack kind of tip cards or strategy card. And then here we have a PSV, that would be Pharaoh's Servant, Gearfried, the Iron Knight. Totally cool. Awesome. Totally awesome. We have a Pharaoh's Treasure there, Blast Magician, and Diffusion Wave Motion. Not too bad. A lot of other spellcasters and Dark Magician stuff right here. Nice. And a Sangha of Thunder from Metal Raiders. That's pretty sweet. And Dark Crisis Cost Down. So, woo! Oh boy, there we go. There is a Blue Eyes White Dragon starter deck Kaiba. This one's not in the best shape. There's a little bit of a nick there. Actually, quite a few nicks. But nonetheless, obviously always a fun card to get. Oh my gosh. And then right from here, he didn't put it with the tin, but there we have the Buster Blader that would have come out of this this tin right here. So that is totally sweet. I don't even know what this card would be worth here. I'm going to definitely check stuff once I get done. And then there we have two Dark Necrofears, awesome. And then a Red Eyes Black Dragon. I'm already seeing like some really good cards that are potential for the giveaway. Oh my gosh. And then a Cosmo Queen from MP1. I actually do not know if prior to this that I had one of these. Cosmo Queen is a card that has always sort of eluded me. It's kind of a rarity, so very sweet to be picking that up. Awesome. It's not in the best shape either, kind of hard to see, but I mean at least the gloss on I've always thought that the holographic of this just looks so sweet, so regal. I'm going to keep that off to a special part right there. Oh man. This tin number 2 has started off really slow and now is just coming in hot. So this is our last stack of cards. We got a Bottomless Trap Hole there. A bunch of the Spirit Message cards. He could have spelled out final for me, and I would have thought like I was in a horror movie or something right there, but he did not. But anyways, cool. That's pretty sweet. We got the final right there. Nice. A decent deck a deck that actually got some really decent support as far as like legacy support goes. And woo, okay. And then we have another SYE Dark Magician. Very cool. And then a dual pack Yugi Dark Magician Girl. Sweet. This second tin, another starter deck Kaiba. This is actually in pretty good shape. Maybe a little bit of a, I don't even know what that is, a little nick there. But overall, not too many creases, just a little bit there. Definitely in good shape. Good enough for me to be happy about it. And then another starter deck, Yugi Dark Magician. We ended up, oh my gosh, a third one. This one's in bad shape, but cool. We ended up buying up so many of these, like starter deck Yugi, starter deck Kaiba things. It was ridiculous. Another SYE Dark Magician, and another, we have, I think that's our first Endymion. Skilled Dark Magician from, what is that, MFC. So we have a skilled Dark Magician and a skilled white there. Very, very cool. Another Dark Eradicator Warlock, as well as a Dark Magic Curtain. That was, I believe this came in a movie pack or something. PPO1, I can't remember what that was. But, wow. This tin number 2 is really, really stepping it up. Magical Hats from Pharaoh's Servant, as well as I believe this was the Total Defense Shogun was in one of the tins. I remember pulling this as a kid, so this is CT3 number 1. So maybe this guy had his own tin, I believe. And then, oh nice, and then he puts these right next to each other. Blackluster Ritual and Blackluster Soldier from SYE. Really, really cool. Awesome. That second tin. Wow, look at this stack was entirely from tin number 2. I don't even know if I'm going to have like any cuts on the second half of the tin. My gosh. Okay, so that tin was lit. I thought that the Neos tin wasn't going to be that good. That was why I picked it for next, but oh my gosh. And this Cosmo Queen, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. On to the next. Okay, guys, we have 4 tins left. I cannot believe that. Tin number 2 was absolutely crazy. So we're going to get going. And wow, nice, another little filler there. These cards, oh, these, I was going to say these look a little, okay, those are just sleeves. Boy, I feel like everybody had these sleeves when we were kids. Okay, so there's no cards in those. But anyway, let's keep going here. We have just a couple of commons there. We have some Metal Raiders. Or, sorry, not Metal Raiders. Magic Ruler, my bad. And then a twin-headed Thunder Dragon. Keep going there. Nothing too fancy with the starting cards. These are definitely older, so if you can't tell from the camera, so we'll see what all comes into here. I could totally easily like blow past a few like LOB first editions. Here's an LOB, but not first ed. I'm just gonna have to kind of keep my eyes out for that. Okay, here we have a few Japanese cards, and peeking there is our first rare from this box is a Cyberjar from Magic Ruler or Spell Ruler before they had to change the name, and another Cyberjar. Awesome. Even right there, like getting a couple Cyberjars is just really, really sweet. Okay, and then we have a few more LOBs. Nothing too fancy there. Wow, and then here we go. We have a Master of Oz from SOD. I can't even remember what that set is, but I'm doing this again where I'm putting the stack of commons where the rares are supposed to be. We just pulled a Master of Oz, and he needs to be, like, center stage. Oh my gosh, and he even put, like, the cards right next to him. Cool. Awesome. Alright. We are going to keep going. We have a XYZ Dragon Catapult. So, a few cards from, like, the GX era right here. Okay, right here we have some LOB cards. I'm not seeing any first edition markers on these, but so we do have Aquamadur and 2 Giant Soldier of Stones. That's all really nice. Cool. Put those over there. Nimble Momonga, as well as a Carbonella Warrior. Some other nice old cards. Okay, and then actually right here we have sort of a decent card that I think this was kind of like a fun floodgate back in the day. Banisher of the Light. It just basically banishes any card that gets sent to the graveyard. So I wonder, I don't know too much about the competitive scene from back in the day, but I wonder how much impact that card had, you know, back during, ooh boy, sorry about that. Back during the heyday of like when you, I don't know if you really needed your monsters in the graveyard back then. I guess that wasn't really as important, but I guess like once the Chaos cards and stuff came out, you kind of did depend on that stuff, so maybe that would have been a decent option during those days. Okay, here we have a little bit of something shiny. We have a starter deck Kaiba Flute of Summoning Dragon, and then Lord of D right next to him. I don't know, I like how he keeps keeping these cards right next to each other. We have a little Chimera. I might as well pull out this Metal Dragon. Still, yeah, we're seeing quite a few of the Legend of Blue Eyes cards, but just nothing that's first edition, which is totally fine. I wouldn't really expect there to be too many first editions. We're seeing a couple beat up cards here. I don't know what the heck happened to this Dragon Capture Jar, but ooh boy. Alright, then we're seeing a Flame Swordsman from, I think that's starter deck Joey. Yes, it is. Seeing, pulling a Flame Swordsman from Legend of Blue Eyes, that would be pretty cool. Ended up getting that in the sealed only challenge, but besides that, it would be really sweet to see that in here. Okay, so I ended up pulling out this big burn here. Kind of an interesting super rare. It's like the holographic on there is so light that you almost can't tell that that's a super rare. And then I did just notice on here, this might be a little bit of a misprint thing going on here, is that, I'm not sure if this is a common thing, but we have a M Warrior #1 LOB, and you can definitely see that the font on these two seems a little bit different, and this one is not totally in line, so I'm going to try to get those in focus there. Definitely the font on this one seems a bit smaller, and then definitely not centered, so that's kind of interesting right there. And we have another one like that, so I wonder if this was sort of something that kind of went through the printing press that was a little more common, so I'm just going to sort of pull those off to the side, and maybe I'll look more into those. Okay, we're kind of getting down there. We have not anything too fancy. A few Gren Majus from Invasion of Chaos, that's pretty nice. And Crass Clown. If you guys have not seen the Sealed Only Challenge, I seriously suggest you guys do. I just used this to great success on the 3rd episode of the Sealed Only Challenge. So very, very fun. A lot of cool stuff going on there. Okay, so that's going to do it for tin number 3. So the Lord of D tin, nothing too special there. Really, all we got was a few like good classic LOB cards, as well as the Master of Oz and then Cyber Jar. So then we're going to keep going on into tin number 4. Okay, so now that we have 3 left, I'm going to go on into this plain tin right here. I need to save the Buster Blader and the Blue Eyes tins for last, just because I know that there's good stuff in there. I'm probably wrong, but a guy can hope. So, oh wow. Okay, so we're starting off here with a Toon Dark Magician Girl. That is sweet. I don't know what that's a jump promo. Okay, that is really nice. Anytime you see like a jump promo, I'm not sure if like every jump promo is worth money, but I got to assume that it's, you know, it's usually a good deal at least. Like, I mean, it's just fun when you see that, when you just see that jump logo. Boy, this guy almost Guy of the Fierce Knight. He's not looking too fierce right now. He's a little beat up. Okay, so we aren't seeing anything too fancy here. good old Monster Reborn. But besides that, okay. Still though, that Toon Dark Magician Girl, very, very nice. Okay, we're gonna keep digging into here. Ooh, this is hard to... There we go, I'll just grab a handful. That's the way you gotta do it. These are definitely the old cards. Lot of reprints and multiple copies. These are all like Starter Deck Pegasus cards, Starter Deck Yugi, Joey, Kaiba. We all know that. Okay, cool. And then here we're seeing, I believe this was also a PPO1, no, ROD. I don't know what set ROD was, but this is the Dark Magician Knight, which ultimately was a pretty poor card. Then we're going on into Starter Deck Pegasus Relinquished. I guess we should have known that that would be in here with all of the other Starter Deck Pegasus cards. I always thought that this Lycanthrope card was so cool. Ended up not being like that great of a card. Here we have a Spiral Serpent. Okay, and then a Cloudian Altus. Don't know too much about Cloudians either. I think that they're kind of a funny looking archetype. I wish that they would end up getting good. It'd be fun to play them, just because they seem so silly. And here we have an Elemental Hero Ocean. I'm not sure if, I wonder if that Ocean would be from in this tin. We have, in this one it comes with Neos, Cyber Dragon, Raviel, Haman, whoa, nope, not in this one, but wow, that's actually a pretty sweet looking set of cards that would have come in that tin. Another card destruction. This is from, okay, that's Starter Deck Yugi, this is Starter Deck Yugi, I believe that one was Pegasus, and a Soul Exchange. Nice. Seeing a lot of Diane Keto the Cure Masters. I'm also thinking that it would just be a little bit funny. Probably not totally like, I'm not trying to have a sense of humor about the whole coronavirus thing, but I will probably be sending a Diane Keto the Cure Master, there's another one, to all of the participants who end up winning in the giveaway that's coming up. So just as a little bit of a spirit booster and whatnot for everyone, a morale boost, if you will. That's sort of my ultimate plan for why I want to do this. I think that a lot of people are sitting around at home bored, and I want to give them some entertainment. And I think that a great way to get a little bit of entertainment, get the adrenaline jumping, is the possibility of winning a giveaway. Even if it's not anything too special, too crazy, I always think that winning a giveaway is just always really fun, and just the chance of potentially being in there. So there we have a rare Dark Magician. We just went past a whole bunch of... Wow, okay, an alien there. We went past a whole bunch of hero cards. So definitely keeping my eyes out for anything that would... I don't think that there's really any hero cards that are extremely valuable, but I'm a huge fan of heroes, so always keeping my eyes out for those. And then here we have a Sphinx Talea and Thenan the Great Sphinx. Did not see the Andro Sphinx anywhere. And we already pulled out a couple of those cards, but we will keep going. Okay, here we have a Sky Scourge Invisal. Never seen that before, but that is FOTB. I have no idea what that set would be. That's a super rare. That's another kind of a super rare that's a little bit hard to see if you're not really looking for it. Okay, so that looks like that's going to do it for tin number 4. So a decent set of cards here that we're seeing, but nothing still too crazy yet. We picked up a lot of Soul Exchange and card destructions and whatnot, so don't really need any of those, but always fun to see those classic cards. Really excited about this Toon Dark Magician Girl, though. Definitely going to have to check out the price on those bad boys. Alright guys, 2 tins left. I think we can do it. I am going to save, well, we already found the Buster Blader, so I'm actually going to open up the Buster Blader tin now, and I'm going to leave Big Blue Eyes for last. Yeah, okay, so we got a few sleeves on this one. Okay, just 2 reloads. Not sure why those are in sleeves, but okay. I definitely like these light blue sleeves. I don't even know what brand this is. It doesn't seem, I guess it must be Ultra Pro, but okay, anyway. These cards, wow, these look like a total mix and match. I'm seeing a lot of old looking cards as well as a handful of new cards. So there we have a Metamorphosis. That's actually pretty decent. Metamorphosis is a great card for the, what's it called? GOAT format. If you guys aren't aware of GOAT format, very, very fun. Bad Reaction to Samachi, very awesome card. Another Y Dragon Head, super rare. We pulled one of those, I believe, in the previous tin. Oh, nice. And here we have, this is from a tin as well, an XYZ Dragon Cannon, secret rare. Very, very cool. Boy, but how about those ultis that we pulled before? That was just ridiculous. I'm hoping that we can maybe find another ultimate rare. 1 or 2 more would be really sweet, but I guess that would be sort of pushing our luck. Oh, nice. And here we have an SDD Sinister Serpent. That would be from the video game. Very, very nice. A little bit beat up again, but hey, you know, they can't all be perfect. There we have an LOB Flame Ghost. Still no first editions that I've seen yet. Always on the hunt for those first edition LOBs, but those are hard to come by. I hope that there's nobody watching this with like total OCD who's like really upset by how I'm organizing these cards up here. I'm just sort of slapping them down when I pull them. Oh, Moki Moki. I'm just going to pull him out because he's cute. Okay, and then, oh, nice. This is, I guess this would be probably our rare that we're going to be seeing with these cards. That would be an Insect Barrier, Japanese style. Going on, not too much left in this box. Hopefully, we're going to be seeing some better cards coming up in the final box. But, ooh, I might have spoke too soon. There we have a YZ Tank Dragon. Pretty nice. Rafflesia Seduction. Take control of one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field until the end of the turn. Maybe that was good back in the day, I don't know. But I'm going to pull it out anyways because it looks cool. Okay, ooh, nice. Here we have a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. If you guys were wondering what the other fusion was there, it was Steam Gyroid. And then here we have Null and Void. You can only activate this card when an effect of drawing cards is activated. Both players see the cards drawn by the effect and then send them to the graveyard. I've never even heard of this card before. SOD, I never remember what SOD is, but very kind of an interesting card. I've never ever seen that before. Here we have 2 PSV Parasites. I loved this card. When this card was used in the anime, I thought it was so cool. That was sort of the reason why I built my one insect goat format deck, and I don't even use Parasite in there, but I use sort of the motif that what's his name Weevil Underwood was going for. So yeah, I've always loved Parasite, and just sort of like the whole interaction with all that stuff. So, okay, that's going to do it for the fifth tin. Now we are finally going on into the last tin. Hopefully we're going to be able to see some really, really nice stuff. Guys, the final tin, this is what we've been waiting for. I want to thank everybody who's still watching. It means a lot to me that you guys stuck around this long. Okay, this guy did not make it through the shipping, but I have no idea what this card is. Here's a save. Oh, we have a few Magic the Gathering cards, or just one Magic the Gathering card. Plains, I'm assuming that is worth absolutely nothing. But guys, thank you so much for sticking with it, watching this stuff. It just means a lot to me that you guys would stick around just to watch me go through a collection that I just bought. But I really do believe that this is a pretty sweet collection, and I'm very glad that I picked it up. I think that this was a good investment. And not just, I never really resell these cards when I pick them up. I usually just pick them up for the sole purpose that I want to collect more stuff. I want to add new cards to my collection. There are some cards that I've seen so far that I did not previously own, so always excited to pick up new stuff. Whoa, we have a playset of Royal Tribute. I know that we've passed by a few of those already, but all three of them just sit next to each other. Okay, these cards right here definitely look new, so I'm going to just flip through these. Looks like it's from Hero Structure deck, so probably nothing crazy going to be coming out of there. Boy, I'm really sad that I think that we might have pulled all of the best cards right away out of that one tin that had like the ultimate rares and all of that stuff, but hey, we're going to keep scooting along here. Okay, here's the Knight's title that would go with that Magician's Knight, or whatever he's called, I can't remember. Oh boy, so here we have an Elegant Egotist, very good card. I love Harpies. Deck profile for Harpies is going to be coming up, but this card is not in very good shape, so that's probably going to the junk pile. Yeah, definitely keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully within a few days, Harpy deck profile will be coming out. And yeah. Okay, then here would be the Lord of D that would have come out of one of these starter deck Kaibas that we've been seeing all the cards for. Guys, we are going on into the final cards of the stack. I don't even know how many, thousands of cards that we've just passed through. Boy, there's been so many. Blackluster Ritual there. Boy, what a lot of cards, but definitely worth the money that I paid for it, so I'm very excited. I'm going to now go ahead and sort of check out some of the prices on these cards, kind of go through the stack of like the rares that I've been sort of pulling off to the side, and we're just going to kind of review the box over, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that basically wraps up the video. I'm just going to really quickly go over just some of the cards here. Soul Eating Oviraptor. So this card, as a matter of fact, is actually going to be going into the top prize for the giveaway, as well as a lot of other stuff. But for sure, I already have 3 copies of this, so I don't need another. And I think that this would be a really good prize card. It's worth about $10 or so online. Then going on, we have a few of the other cards. These are between about $5 to $10 a piece, depending on where you find the prices on cards like sites like TCG Player and Amazon and whatnot. But I sort of went with TCG Player. So we have like the Mage Power Magical Cylinder, the Cosmo Queen here. This was a McDonald's promo. We actually got an Aqua Dragon in the last unboxing of a collection that was also from a McDonald's promo. So then going on here, we have the Ultimate Rares. These ones are a little bit less than pricey. Obviously, the Thunder End Dragon isn't that great of a card, so Obviously, the price depends on how much the playability is. And then going on, this Buster Blader is in really great condition and whatnot, so I would probably price it higher than $5 to $10. But besides that, also the Frostosaurus was another ultimate rare. And then going on, we have 3 of the starter deck Yugi Dark Magicians and 3 of the Blue Eyes from starter deck Kaiba. These are just a couple of $1 cards that I'm going to be flushing out, probably about $1 to $5 cards depending on where you're pricing them while I talk. So with the giveaway, we are going to be adding prizes onto this sort of thing. Besides that, I will probably be looking into making a few other participation awards as well as adding in the tokens. So for all of the participation and whatnot, we will be having stuff like signed tokens and whatnot. We were able to pick up a few tokens here, and I have been picking up a few tokens along the road. So thank you guys very much for joining. I'm just going to sort of quickly flush out a few of the other cards here. We did get quite a few promo cards. So here we have the Sinister Serpent, the Toon Dark Magician Girl, as well as I believe there was another good promo card. It was the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. This was actually a jump promo. So, guys, this was a really fun unboxing to do. I think it was a really good collection. Depending on where you spot the prices at, these are the cards that were in really, really good shape. So I think just depending on where you spot the prices at, this collection was definitely worth the investment. So thank you guys very much for watching. Keep up with me on how the details on the giveaway. I will be putting up another video on the full details of the giveaway, along with how you guys can let me know all of your entries and stuff for the giveaway. Basically, the most important thing is check out my email and the Instagram for more information or other ways to get into contact with me. Definitely the email is the best way. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Common Collector out. Thanks for watching.